The greatest regular season in NBA history now belongs to the 2016 Golden State Warriors.
The 2016 NBA Finals weren't just another championship series. They were supposed to be the crowning moment for the greatest regular season team ever. The Golden State Warriors had just finished 73-9, breaking a record once thought untouchable. They weren't just chasing rings, they were chasing immortality. On the other side, LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers were carrying the weight of a city that hadn't seen a championship in over 50 years. Yet heading into Game 5, the Cavs were down 3-1, and no team in NBA history had ever come back from that in the finals. The series looked finished. The Warriors were laughing, the media was celebrating, and it felt like destiny had already been decided. But in every story of greatness, there's a turning point. Sometimes it's not a play or a shot, it's a moment of pride, a spark that changes everything. And in this series, that spark started with one quote, a single line that lit the fire inside LeBron James. After Game 4, things were already getting heated. LeBron had taken issue with Draymond Green's trash talk, saying some of it had crossed the line. Reporters jumped on it immediately. Oh, and that's when Klay Thompson stepped in with one line that changed everything.
I guess his feelings just got hurt.
I guess his feelings got hurt, Klay said, half laughing. That quote hit every headline. And when LeBron was asked about it the next day, he just laughed.
What did you say Klay said?
Klay said, I guess he just got his feelings hurt.
But not the kind of laugh that says, I don't care. It was the kind of laugh that said, you're going to regret that. He looked up, smirked, and said, I've seen it all now. That was the moment it flipped. Because from that second on, LeBron wasn't just playing to win, he was playing to prove a point. That one quote from Klay Thompson, just a few words meant as a joke, turned into the spark that lit the fire for one of the greatest comebacks in sports history. Game 5, Golden State up 3-1, back home, one win away from a dynasty. But something felt off. Just hours before tip-off, news broke. Draymond Green was suspended for his altercation with LeBron in Game 4. No one thought it would matter. After all, the Warriors were nearly unbeatable at home. But what they didn't realize was that suspension cracked their armor, right as LeBron's fire was reaching its peak. From the opening tip, you could feel the shift. LeBron wasn't smiling, he wasn't talking, he was locked in. And alongside him, Kyrie Irving caught fire too. By the end of the night, both had scored 41 points each, torching the Warriors in their own building. The energy in Oracle Arena, once deafening, fell completely silent. That game didn't just extend the series, it changed everything. It reminded the world that no lead is safe when LeBron James decides he's not losing. The Warriors still led the series 3-2, but suddenly the pressure had flipped. Cleveland had hope, and momentum was about to become their greatest weapon. Game 7. After everything, the trash talk, the suspension, the comeback, it all came down to one night. The game was tied at 89-89 with under 2 minutes left. Both teams were running on fumes. Every possession felt like the entire season hung in the balance. Then came the moment. Andre Iguodala grabs the rebound, pushes the ball up the floor. It's a 2-on-1 break. Curry dishes it back. Iggy goes up for what looks like the go-ahead layup. And out of nowhere, LeBron James comes flying in from behind. Bang. Blocked by James. The voice of Mike Breen echoes through history. The timing was impossible. The distance, unreal. The chase down itself, perfect. For a split second, time froze. That block didn't just stop a layup, it ripped away the Warriors' confidence, their rhythm, their belief that destiny was still on their side. The crowd couldn't believe it. The bench couldn't breathe. And as the Cavs took possession, it felt like the entire momentum of the finals had just flipped in one heartbeat. But as legendary as that block was, it wasn't the final blow. The real dagger was still coming. After LeBron's block, the game was still tied. Every possession felt heavier than the last. Nobody wanted to be the one who blinked first. Cleveland had the ball, the shot clock winding down, and Kyrie Irving, calm as ever, took control. He dribbled, switched on to Stephen Curry, stared him down, then hit that smooth step-back three. Splash! The crowd went silent. The Cavs bench exploded. That shot gave Cleveland a 3-point lead and the first time they had truly seized control all night. In that instant, everything shifted. Kyrie's dagger wasn't just a great shot, it was the shot. It buried the ghosts of Cleveland's past, flipped the momentum for good, and stunned the team that had dominated the league all year. Moments later, LeBron would drive to the rim, get fouled hard by Draymond, and hit the free throw that sealed it. But everyone knew that step-back three was the moment the dynasty cracked. The Warriors, who had looked unstoppable for 2 straight seasons, suddenly felt mortal. And Cleveland? They were on the edge of history. But to understand why those final minutes hit so hard, you have to look at everything that led up to it. The hidden factors that quietly tore Golden State apart from the inside. On the surface, it looked like LeBron and Kyrie had simply willed Cleveland to victory. But underneath it all, the Warriors were unraveling. It started with Draymond Green's suspension. One game might not sound like much, but for Golden State, Draymond was their heartbeat. Without him, their defense lost its edge, their rotations fell apart, and their swagger disappeared. Then came Andrew Bogut's knee injury, their only real rim protector. Suddenly, the Cavs could attack the paint at will. Every drive looked easier, every rebound tilted in Cleveland's favor. By Game 6, the pressure was boiling. Curry, frustrated and exhausted, threw his mouthpiece into the stands after fouling out and got ejected. That moment wasn't just about anger. It was the first time the Warriors looked shaken. Meanwhile, Tyronn Lue, calm, confident, gave LeBron and Kyrie total freedom. No more overthinking, no more hesitation, just attack. He trusted his stars completely and it paid off. One by one, the Warriors' strengths, depth, composure, confidence all started to fade. And as Game 7 reached its final minutes, it was clear. The unbeatable team wasn't unbeatable anymore. The stage was set. Now it was time to finish the story. When the final buzzer sounded, it didn't feel real. Cleveland, a city that hadn't won a championship in over 5 decades, had just taken down the greatest regular season team in NBA history. LeBron collapsed to the floor, tears in his eyes, screaming words that would echo forever. Cleveland, this is for you. That comeback was more than just a win. It was history. The first 3-1 comeback in NBA Finals history. And the moments that made it happen. The block, the shot, and that single line from Klay Thompson became basketball legend. LeBron silenced every critic. Kyrie became immortal. And the Warriors, once untouchable, suddenly faced a summer full of questions. Questions that led to one of the biggest moves in NBA history. Kevin Durant joining Golden State. But at the core of it all was one quote. One spark that set everything in motion. Klay Thompson smirked and said, "I guess his feelings got hurt." And in the end, it was the Warriors who felt that pain the most.